Hello, 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 everybody. Good evening and happy Thanksgiving. This is Charmaine Miller, founder and CEO of Proactive Skill Developers, where we help educators work harder on themselves than they do on their jobs. Yep, there's a lot of wisdom in that. Just consider me your running partner on this journey of lifelong learning and continual growth. Now, I know it's Thanksgiving, and I know a lot of people are chowing down on that wonderful meal they may have gotten from somewhere or perhaps prepared themselves. But I wanted to take a few minutes and ask you a question. Are you a thankful person? Do you know what it means to be a thankful person? Have you given any thought as to what does that mean? I mean, yeah, they're celebrating it, but what does it mean? Is it just simply you sitting down with your hands together? Thank you for the world so sweet. Thank you for the food we eat. Is that being thankful? Because you thank someone for opening the door, you thank someone for bringing this to you. Does that make you thankful? Is there something more to it than that? You know, I was reflecting on the people in my life, and one of the persons I thought about, when I talk about gratitude or being thankful is my sister Lynette. She has such a huge heart, huge heart. She will give her last. Without even thinking about it. She has no problems taking what someone gives her to help her with and turn it over and give it to somebody else. And you might be thinking, well, what does generosity have to do with thankfulness? What does that giving has to do with being a thankful person? I'm glad you asked that. Because see, there's a research that actually gives some nuggets about how to know if you are a thankful person. And I want to share that research with you today. In fact, let me give you the names of the researchers so you know I'm not off the cuff here. I'm actually telling you there's research that talks about this, okay? And then you'll see why me talking about my sister who gives everything, I could give us, I said, now this is for you. She turns around and, oh, I use that to help so-and-so because they needed groceries. And I'm like, but you don't have anything. And I'll be okay. Well, what does that have to do? Well, the research was by Watkins, Woodward, Stone, and Coates. All right. And they actually did a research, and the study of it was what I was really interested in. They found that grateful people, thankful people, they have three main characteristics. Now, you all know who've been following me that I love alliteration. Okay. It helps me to remember. It's like my little quick mnemonic device. And so I took their research and I put it and I gave it 3 A words. And I want you to remember the A words, and I'll explain it in just a minute. I'm not going to be long, but I want you to listen to this because I want you to evaluate yourself and see if you fall in this category of being a thankful or grateful person. The 3 things that I want to give you, these are the A's you want to have on your report card. First of all, the first one is abundance. The second one is appreciation, and the third is acknowledgement. Abundance, appreciation, and acknowledgement. Now, what do I mean by abundance? If you are a thankful person, you are an abundance thinking person. You have abundance mentality. Boy, that's not easy. That's not easy to say that you are an abundance thinker. See, because abundance people who have an abundance mentality, they don't feel as if they have been shortchanged or disadvantaged in life. They don't feel as if they got the short end of the stick. They don't have any problems sharing as well. See, grateful and thankful people think abundance because they know more is coming to them. This is how you know you are a grateful person, because you won't hold on to what you have as if it's your last. You have an abundance mentality. They believe that there will always be more. That's why they're always giving it away. You know, the song says love is something if you give it away. Well, it's more than just the love, It's sometimes the tangible things. Giving it away. That's what abundance thinking people do. They don't have any problems letting it go because they know more is coming. And abundance thinkers are grateful people because they're thankful for what they have. That's why they have no problems letting it go. See, when you hold on to it, nothing's coming in your hand, right? So you have to release it. And you have to be thankful for what you have in order to let it go. So that's what abundance thinkers. And you know what? Another thing I'm realizing too, abundance thinkers, they think big. That means they have no problems taking risks. If you're always staying in the safe zone, then perhaps you're not grateful for what you have. Perhaps you're not grateful and thankful for the experiences you are actually enjoying. And that's why you are so afraid to even enjoy more. You're not thankful, and therefore you don't take the risk. First thing I want you to realize that if you are a thankful person or an abundance thinker, you are an abundance thinker, all right? You want to start thinking thinking and giving freely. That's how you know you're thankful. That's the first thing I want you to think about. Are you an abundance thinking person? Are you big on taking risks? Is that you? Then perhaps you might just be a grateful person, a thankful person. But the second thing I want you to remember is not only will you be an abundance thinking person, guess what? You will also be you will also have an appreciation of simple pleasures. Not just an appreciation, but simple things. What do I mean by that? I mean, you actually take stock of things that people let go every day. Like that. Being able to take a breath without pain. Being able to take a breath on your own, a deep breath, and actually feel the difference. Some people can't do that. They're hooked up to a machine. They don't have that opportunity to appreciate that simple pleasure. Perhaps just a simple pleasure of sitting under the tree and feeling the breeze. People can't do that. Some people, they aren't able to appreciate that. What simple pleasures have you allowed to pass you by today? Think about it. As simple as maybe sipping a glass of lemonade. Yeah? That's a simple pleasure. It gives you joy and satisfaction. That's how you know you're a thankful person. When that simple thing, as simple as sipping some Kool-Aid, lemonade, or chilling under the tree, or playing with your children, or whatever it might be, you find great delight in it. You relish on the moments. In fact, I like to say that these grateful people, they tend to live in the moment. They live where they are and they appreciate the simple things that is going on around them. Enjoy the little things in life. You know, one person said, if you don't enjoy the little things in life, you'll soon find out that those little things were really the big things that you should have been focusing on. So not only do you have an abundance mentality, but you also have an appreciation of simple pleasures. The third and final thing that the research said, and I want to put it in this way, is the acknowledgement of others. Thankful people always acknowledge other people. They have no problems giving thanks to other people, letting you know how they got where they are, letting you know whose shoulders they're standing on, because we're all standing on the shoulders of giants. You know that, right? If you are a thankful person, then you don't have any problem showing the appreciation for the contributions of other people in your life. That's why many times when I'm giving workshops to teachers and administrators, I can't help but let them know the people who've helped me along the way. You would always hear me talk about Linda Elizabeth DeVoe Russell, my mentor who was passed on. You would always hear me talk about her. Why? Because she poured so much into me. So you acknowledge them and you let people know that, hey, I acknowledge that my success is not of my own. Not only acknowledge other people, but even acknowledge the help of the divine in your life. I can't help but let people know that I am not here on my own. It is by God's grace I am here. And it's by His grace that I continue on. So acknowledging others. Listen, no man is an island. No man is an island. In fact, there's a quote, and I wrote it down because I wanted to share it with you. Alfred North Whitehead. He puts it this way. He says, no one achieves success. No one who achieves success does so without acknowledging the help of others. The wise and confident acknowledge this help with gratitude. You acknowledge their help with gratitude. So are you a grateful person? Are you a thankful person? That's all I came to ask you tonight. And if you are, that means you have an abundance thinking. You have an abundance way of thinking. That means you have an appreciation for others, an appreciation for simple pleasures, I should say. And then finally, you have an acknowledgement all the time of what others are doing for you and around you. Don't forget those. Abundance thinking, appreciation of simple pleasures, and acknowledgement of others. And that's how you will know you are a thankful person. It's more than just saying thank you. It's more than just saying thank you, Lord. It goes a little deeper than that. Thankfulness is a mentality. It's a mindset. And it shows up in everything you do. So I want to challenge you today. Go through those 3 nuggets. See if you actually meet the mark of being a thankful person today. And if you're not, maybe there's one of those things that you perhaps need to work on. Whatever it is, I want to implore you to go ahead and do that. And if you fall short, start working on it right now. Because gratitude, there's so many advantages of being a thankful person. It even relieves stress. And believe it or not, that is research. That is actually found by research. Being grateful for whatever the situation is helps to relieve stress in your life. Yeah, because you begin to see what you have rather than looking at what you don't have. Boy, if we could just get that. If we could just be grateful for the things that we have. Sometimes we ask God for things and we say, oh, I didn't get this and I didn't get that. But we forget about all the other things we didn't ask him for that he already blessed us with. Isn't that something? We are moan and groan over the fact that I asked God to help me to get this promotion. Didn't get it. I asked God to help me work this out in my home. Didn't happen. Not at least not the way you wanted it. I asked him to remove this person out of my life. It didn't happen. But you don't really see all the other things you didn't ask for and you got it. Listen, if we could just be this way, thankful, you will find that it will reduce your stress. It will reduce your stress so much. And guess what? It even boosts your self-esteem. Thank you so much, Darcy. Yes, grateful for the things you have. I know you are. And blessed with so many little things that we take for granted. Those little things become the big things. So to show my gratitude to you, I put together a special Black Friday sale, a bundle. And if you would look on my page, you'll see it, but I'm going to drop the link for you to see a video to give you an idea of all the things I said everything including the kitchen sink I put in there. Over $700 worth of products and services that I'm giving away to my educated friends to let them know, hey, listen, I appreciate all that you've been doing in the classroom, and also appreciate your patronage with what I have been helping you with in your school, in your classroom for this particular year. And for those who want more information, you can always email me at proactiveskilld@gmail.com. That's proactiveskilld with as in and divine @gmail.com. I will also put that in the chat for those persons who would like to drop in and let me know what questions you may have. But you will also see the link for the YouTube so that you can see what it is that we're giving 70% off on. Trust me on it. It's so worth it. I know some people are watching now. When they see the workshops that they can come basically for the price of, I don't know. Yeah, thank you so much. I see what I told you, my sister jumping on. And guys, you all don't understand. She's just finished 15 hours of driving. And she's jumping on this call to help me out. I so appreciate her and I'm grateful. I am in Proactive Skill Developers because of that woman right there. So I thank you so much now, Lynette, for posting the link for me for everyone to see. So go ahead and take advantage of that so you can find out what it is that we passing on to you so that you can be grateful and show others that you're grateful by working on yourself. Listen, if we could work on ourselves, that's a lot of gratitude right there that we're showing, because we show people that we appreciate them by making ourselves better in the process for them, to serve them better. We got to work on us, eh? So educators out there, go ahead and take advantage of that. And don't forget those 3 A's that you need to have on your report card, okay? Those are the 3 A's that show us that you are a thankful person, that you are grateful. Hey, Keisha, so glad to see you there. If you are a grateful person, if you are thankful, the research is going to tell you that you are an abundance thinker. It tells me that you have an appreciation of simple pleasures. And thirdly, it tells me that you acknowledge others freely. And not just acknowledge people, but also acknowledge the divine, because we know we are nothing without him. Until next time, I want to encourage you to keep learning and growing, because what we learn becomes a part of who we are. And like Einstein said, once we stop learning, we start dying. So never stop learning, because you know life never, and I mean never, stops teaching. Until next time, to your success, enjoy your Thanksgiving. God bless.